Hello everyone, this is Stan and welcome back to Boston Treasure Hunters. What we have here is a $50 bag of pennies. 2 boxes that we're about to hunt, of course, looking for all the usual things. Wheat pennies, possibly an Indian head if we're that lucky. I don't never found one in here, but I did find a silver dime once, so that was pretty cool. And hopefully, we find a lot, maybe some errors, varieties, things like that, some foreigns as well. As you guys know, I like those. So what I'm going to do is cut this bag open, set it up, and I did want to show you a couple things before I do that. If you zoom in, that one right there is 1944, and I believe that is a filly. And then right over here, we have wheat ears showing. So we know we at least have 2 wheat pennies in the bag, hopefully a lot more. So with that, I'm going to cut it open, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're already working on roll number 3, and we do have a wheat penny right there. Let's take a quick look, see what we have. That is, you can see it, that is a 1940 Philadelphia. Just finished up roll number 3, took out another handful, and look at that, we have 2 wheat pennies looking at us. Let's take a look, see what we have. First one up is going to be a 1956 Philadelphia, and the second one right here is going to be a 1951 San Francisco. Working on roll 7, just took out handful number 3, started spreading them out, and we have a wheat penny right here. This one is going to be, see if we can get that to clear up just a bit. That is a 1944 Philadelphia, and there was another one I saw back here, I believe. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. And that is a 1955 Philadelphia, unfortunately not blurry. Still working on roll number 7, and we have our 6th wheat penny right here. It's just another 1944 Philadelphia. And yet again, we have our 7th wheat penny right here, right in the middle. It was just moving them around a bit, that popped out. Let's see what we have for a date here. 1951 San Francisco. Working on roll number 10, just took out another handful, and we have our 9th wheat penny right here. Let's take a quick look. That is a 1948 Philadelphia. Okay, but it's actually the next morning. I am back, and I had to clean everything up and then put it back down in case you notice things moved around a bit. But I just took out another handful, and we have a couple wheat pennies here. We have one right here. I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see what we have. Upside down, that always helps. 1946 Philadelphia. Then over here, let's see if I can clear that up a bit. There we go. This up here. 1957 Philadelphia. And just like that, we have another one right here. That is a 1955 Philadelphia. Working on roll 15, and we have our next wheat penny here. I believe this is number 12, if I'm not mistaken. That is a 1957 Philadelphia. Still working on roll 15, just took out another handful. I haven't seen any wheat pennies, but I did see that. We just made 9 cents. Working on roll number 16, and we have wheat penny number 13 already. Take a look right here. Let's see what we have for a date. And that is a 1945 Philadelphia. Working on roll 17, and we have our 14th wheat penny right here. Take a look. That is a 1944 Philadelphia. Working on roll 25, and this is actually going to be wheat penny number 14. Last night, when I was cleaning these up, somehow Memorial penny got mixed up. Maybe I tossed back a wheat penny. I don't know, but yeah. This is number 14 right here. And that is going to be a 1957 Denver. And just in case anybody's wondering why I cleaned everything up, I have a 4-month-old kitten. And if I was to leave all of this out here last night, it would have been all over the floor, just all over the place, and it would have been a complete and utter mess. So in order to avoid that, yeah, I cleaned everything up last night. Just finished up roll 27. We have our 15th wheat penny right here. Let's take a quick look. 1956 Philadelphia. Working on roll 28, you guys might have seen this. I know I didn't, but here is number 16 right here. Wheat ears first. See if I can clear that up a bit. There we go. 1944, Philadelphia. Let's finish up roll 29, and we have wheat pennies, two more here. I believe it's number 18 and 19, if I'm not mistaken, but we have one right here. Let's take a look here, see what we got. That is a 1952 Philadelphia. Then back here is more wheat ears. Right next to that one, and that one is crusty, but that is 1951 Philadelphia. Worked on roll number 30, and this is actually wheat penny number 19 right here. It was right in front of me. I didn't see it because it was covered. That is another 1944 Philadelphia. Working on roll 32, and we have our 20th wheat penny of the hunt, and it is an early one. That is a 1916 Philadelphia. How sweet is that? Just finished up roll 32. I took out another handful, and look what we have right there. Another dime. Very beat up. And let me see if I can get a date off of that. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but that is a 1996 Philadelphia. Working on roll 37, and we have our 21st wheat penny right here. Let's take a quick look. That is a 1953 Philadelphia. Just finished up roll 39, and we have a 22nd wheat penny. It's right there. See if I can zoom in on that and clear it up for you. And there we go, 1940 Philadelphia. Working on roll 40, and we have a 23rd wheat penny right here. That would clear up. My apologies. There we go, 1953 Denver. Working on roll 41, and we have our 24th wheat penny. And it is right there, right in the middle. Whoops. Let's see what we got here. Zoom in, 1942, Philadelphia. Working on roll 42, it's not a wheat penny, but we actually have one dime right here and another right there for another 20 cents. And definitely doesn't look silver. What about this one? Same thing. I'll add that to the board. Working on roll 44, and we have our 25th wheat penny, and it is right here. This would clear up. 1 second. There it is. Let's take a quick look, see what we have for our date. Whoops, sorry, hit the phone. And there we go, 1945, Philadelphia. Okay, so we're at the halfway point of this video here, and what an amazing hunt so far. 25 wheat pennies, the oldest being that 1916 right up there. We did find a total of 6 dimes so far. I have a 2024 sitting here. It's probably just going to get tossed back. I believe they made tons of them, so no point in holding on to them. I think there was 4 or 5 2009s, and a little more than a handful of Canadians, the oldest being in 1964, Younghead. Well, with that, let's jump into part 2. Okay, working on roll 56, and this will be the first penny of the second box, technically speaking here. Let's take a look. First wheat penny, that is, anyway. See what we got. It is a dirty one and a 1941 Philadelphia. Just finished up roll 10 for the second half. We have our second wheat penny right here. Let's take a quick look. That is a 1948 Denver. Working on roll 65, and we have our 28th wheat penny of the hunt right here. Let's take a quick look. And that is a 1955 Philadelphia. Working on roll 67, and we have our 29th wheat penny right there. Whoops, there we go. Kind of hard to look through the camera reaching for coins. There we go. Let's see, that is a crusty, very crusty. Let me take a closer look at that. That is a 1944 Philadelphia. Working on roll 68, we have a 30th wheat penny right here. Let's take a quick look, see if we have a better shot at the date than the last coin. That was a struggle. There we go, 1945 Philadelphia. Working on roll 74, and we have a couple finds. The first one is right here. This crusty looking coin, which is probably a Doug coin, is a Queen Elizabeth, but that is from Bermuda. Hopefully you can be able to make that out there on the right hand side. And it is from 2000. I was barely able to make it out myself. The next find that we have is way back here. We have a wheat penny. Let's take a look, see what we got here for a date. And that is a 1952 Philadelphia. Okay, working on roll 77 and wheat pennies 32 and 33 here. First one is right here. Came up date side first. That is a 1951 Denver. The other one is back over here, kind of buried. Let's take a look, see what we have here. Yeah, it's looking a little worn. And yeah, there we go. That is a 1929 Philadelphia, another pre-40s. Just finished roll 79, and we have our 34th wheat penny right there. Take a look, see what we got for a date. That is a 1945 Philadelphia. Working on roll 80 when you have a 35th wheat penny right here. Take a look here, see what we have. 1955 Philadelphia. Working on roll 82 of this 100 roll hunt, we have a couple finds here. This is going to be wheat penny number 35 and 36. First one up right here. Slide it a little bit closer, get a better view of it. 1955 Denver, and then back here, way in the back, we have another one. That is a 1956 Philadelphia. Working on roll 84, it's not a wheat penny, but you got it. Dime number 7 of the hunt. How cool is that? And just like that, the hunt is over. We have 48 rolls rolled up there. Or actually, it'd be 48, and then we got the rest of them sitting right there. But what did we end up finding? A total of 9 dimes altogether, which is just awesome. We had 2 pre-40s. There was 1916, 1929, a whole bunch of 40s, 50s. No 43s, no key dates, no errors that I saw of. We do have a stack of 2009s, type 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Only one was a Denver. There was a type 1. We have a good amount of Canadians, 15-ish, I would say, with the 2 oldest being a 1959 and a 1964. Then we have that crusty 2000 Bermuda that I could barely even see. With the 9 dimes, no silver farm, which is not a problem. I don't expect to. I have had it happen once before, so always hopeful it'll happen again. But something else I did is I counted up the coins to see exactly how many we have, how many I have rolled. Then I counted up these here and found out we had for the $50 was 5,002 coins. So I figured these last 7 here out to be basically 63 cents extra at 9 cents a piece plus that. So at 83 cents we made of free money, not including this value over here, which isn't a whole lot of value, but still, it's some. So what I did is, my last video in my $50 hunt, I actually came up with 21 extra cents, so I decided to do something a little different this year. And that is this right here. Cornhole hunting extra plus minus 2025. I want to keep track of it and see how we do. Right now we're up $1.04. I guarantee that number is going to go down. If I get dimes or nickels, it's going to be pennies there, and it's going to go down. It's not going to continuously go up. I'm not going to see like $500 or anything crazy, but still it'll be something fun to do during the year. Well, that's all I got for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. I'm so glad to be back, and hopefully there's going to be a lot more content coming out on a regular basis. And I look forward to seeing your channels, and I hope you enjoy seeing mine. That's all I got. Until next time, happy hunting.